Morning arrives. Again. My head is killing me. Again. I'm going to bed earlier each night, yet somehow I'm feeling more and more like garbage each time I wake up. I don't get it. The only difference today is that the usual cheery rays of the morning sun are nowhere to be seen. In their place is the heavy sound of rain, hammering against the window. Pulling back the curtains, today looks to be a gloomy day. Gray skies overhead cast a depressing shadow on the town below, the torrential downpour showing no signs of stopping anytime soon. Great. And I have to go out in this weather and all. It's not gonna be a fun day, that much I can already tell. I stretch and let out a drawn-out yawn before I stagger towards the bathroom. Wait. My hand hovers over the handle as I just about stop myself from carelessly swinging the door open. That was a close one. I need to approach this situation carefully. Too many mistakes have been made before. I've been lucky to escape with my life before, but they might not be so forgiving a second time around. Okay. Deep breaths. I can do this. I thumped the door a good several times with the back of my fist.
Hello? Anyone in there?
Ellipsis. No response. But I've been fooled before. This proves nothing. I bang on the door again, even louder than the previous time. Nothing. Surely someone would have heard that if they were on the other side. Which means it might be safe. I bring the door open a crack. Just a little and peer through. So far, so good. I continue to open the door just a little and little more. Until I see it. A most wondrous sight takes my breath away. It's so beautiful. It's enough to move a man to tears. The bathroom is actually empty for once. No wacky misunderstandings, no awkward stares. I can actually just freely use the bathroom today without the threat of being torn apart. I waste no time in slipping inside and firmly locking the door. I even double, triple check the lock, something they should have been doing too, but always forgot.
It's like they wanted you to catch them.
Right? After a peaceful shower, I'll make my way down to the kitchen, where Hikari and Sayaka are waiting for me.
Ugh, it's awful out there.
Hikari gazes out the window, a look of disgust across her face. With the laundry list of other things that annoy her, I guess it's no surprise she hates rain too.
Do we really have to go to school today, Kenta?
Ah, come on! It's just a bit of water. You're not gonna melt into anything.
Sayaka grins dangerously as something sparkles in her eyes. Uh-oh.
It's less harmful than the stuff you got covered in yesterday, anyway.
She tries her best. She tries her best to suppress a giggle, but fails. Her laughter soon rocking the whole house.
Someone's got something else on their mind.
Conversely, Hikari is less than amused.
Sayaka, can we just forget about that already?
No.
I was stupid or made a mistake.
Yes.
Big deal.
It is.
Flustered, Hikari stomps a foot towards her mischievous partner. We haven't even reached school yet, and they're already arguing. I think that's a new record.
And besides, I recall it was you who was on the verge of being expelled from the academy at some point with your antics.
What can I say? They just don't appreciate a good joke.
Joke? You almost blew up the entire...
Realizing I am indeed still in the room, Hikari cuts herself short and clamps up. Oh, I guess I'll never be able to hear about this old school of theirs. The magic one that taught them all they know.
Let's just leave it at that for now, and agree we both seem stupid at times, okay?
Okay. I really don't think it was that bad though. Anyway, Kenta, how about I cook us all some
No. Absolutely not.
But you didn't even let me.
I don't need to. If it involves you stepping foot in the kitchen in any way, shape, or form, I already know my answer.
Listen here, you son of a bitch. This time it'll really be.
No.
I'll be careful.
Uh-uh.
Come on, you're being.
No.
Yeah, I'm not letting her or Hikari anywhere near the kitchen again. Even if they do somehow manage to leave the kitchen standing, I'm sure whatever monstrosity they concoct would do more damage to me than any monster looking out there. Sakura heaves a dramatic sigh, purses her lips into a pout, and gives me a look that suggests I've been nothing but a massive disappointment to her. Hey, I'm not the bad guy here. It doesn't last long, though, before her usual cheery expression takes over again. I think it must be impossible to truly upset this girl.
I'll cut your head off with a knife.
After that little dose of excitement for the morning, I quickly prepare a meal for the three of us before we set out into the town and brave the storm. The rain shows no sign of letting up. Look at that rain. Look at that cloudy, raining rain.
I mean, it's just
Look at those rain sunshine.
those rain lines.
Right? It's hard to believe that the weekend was as bright and cheerful as it was, when dark clouds have completely eclipsed the sun overhead. Wow, obvious foreshadowing. We have nothing but flimsy umbrellas to defend ourselves with, that just barely hold under the immense downpour. I have my doubts we'll even be able to make it to school dry. Oh, I think we're going to see a wet t-shirt scene. I'm not really sure how it got this bad all of a sudden. If it keeps up throughout the day, we might even have flooding to worry about. I feel a little silly for even having to have this cross my mind, but I can't help but feel that this may be the land lamenting in some way. A sign of things to come. Obvious foreshadowing. I don't know I'm even thinking such nonsense, but it won't leave my head no matter how hard I try. Looking back up at the skies, the clouds seem more sinister than before. All three of them. We make it to school without drowning. Somehow.
Phew. It was pretty intense out there.
As we enter the classroom, Sakura shakes herself dry, her hair swishing wildly. Right beside Hikari.
Ugh, wash it. You're like a dog.
Ow.
She stops and blinks innocently, the last drops of water splashing to the ground. I can't tell if she's just playing dumb here or if she really did it by accident. That's what makes her so scary sometimes.
Never mind.
Hikari huffs and stomps over to her seat, with class just about to start. I follow suit and crumple into my seat with a sigh. What a depressing day it's turning out to be. As teacher shows up and class begins, I give one last look out the window, water streaming so heavily down the glass I can just barely make out what's on the other side. Ellipsis. The lesson goes on, though with each passing moment I find it more and more difficult to focus on the subject at hand, the writing on the board blurring into an incomprehensible mass. I can feel it, at the back of my skull. That familiar, creeping pain. Why here? I've never had these headaches at school. They usually only crop up when something bad is about to happen. I guess it's not a full-blown headache, so I shouldn't have anything to worry about for now. Is it a warning? That something's coming? I don't know what to make of it at all.
Kenta, are you okay?
I hear Sakura whisper from the seat behind me, a gentle hand on my shoulder. I look to my side and see Hikari giving me an equally worried glance. Did I look that bad? Maybe the headaches are affecting me more than I think. I nod my head and muster up a faint smile. I can barely even convince myself I'm fine, but it's enough to make them focus back on the lesson at hand. Lunchtime arrives, and I can just barely recollect what I was taught. What subject was it even? That's not important right now. At least now I have time to collect my thoughts and get a grip on the situation.
We're gonna go get lunch, Kenta. Do you want to come with us? Or
Having hopped out of her seat, Sayaka skips to the front of my desk and peers down at me with a grin. I blink. It takes me a good second to register that anything has been said to me.
Huh? Oh, you guys go ahead. I just have a bit of a headache.
Sayaka offers a sympathetic look when I mention the headache. That vapid, sympathetic look.
Kenta, about the headaches. There.
Hikari pops out of nowhere and stifles You have me singing it now. Sayaka with her hand to her mouth before she begins dragging her out of the class.
Come on, Sayaka. He doesn't need to know any of that. And the queues are going to be too big if we stand around.
Sayaka's muffled cries. Okay, fine.
That was not that muffled.
Sayaka's muffled cries of distress are the last thing I hear before the pair vanishes into the corridor. Huh. Wait. Headaches? Does that mean she knows I've been having them frequently? And more likely knows the cause of them? If they know anything that will enlighten me on this bizarre series of recent events, then I really have to chase them up on it. I can't let something as important as this be slipped under the rug like everything else they've tried to keep away from me. I rise up from my desk with a wobble, my legs not quite all there. They should be at the cafeteria, right? I start for the corridor myself, but someone catches my eye amongst the wave of students going by. Silver hair and amber eyes, a female student marches along with a blank expression. My head rings. Where have I seen her before? Wait, is she really? There's no doubt about it. She's the dark angel that has been making our lives a living hell. Yet she seems like a completely different person right now. Gone is any trace of madness. All I see right now is an emotionless schoolgirl, much like every other character in this fucking thing.
Yuzuki?
Her name falls out of my mouth the moment I come to the realization. Has she always been at this school? How did I not notice something as obvious as this before?
Because you don't pay fucking attention.
Our eyes lock across the crowd. I fear something terrible is gonna happen as dread sets in. But her gaze quickly flickers away before she carries on about her business. Huh. She was so intent at getting at me before, and now she wants nothing to do with me. Something isn't adding up here. I know it's a stupid and reckless thing to do, but I can't help but chase after her. If I need to go get Sayaka and Hikari, she might be gone by then. It's hard to keep up with her as the waves of students crash against me, everyone in a frenzy to get their lunch, but I just about managed to catch a glimpse of her heading for the staircase.
Yuzuki, wait!
She pays me no mind and continues to ascend the stairs. Why am I following her? I don't know what I can possibly get out of this besides an early demise. Yet I still insist on hocking up the stairs after her. She seems so different. Maybe I'm just secretly hoping that there's more to her than that initial crazed monster that confronted us 2 times before. Something that will help me make sense of this mess. I reach the top floor, breathless after climbing the stairs 2 steps at a time. I peer out to the corridor to try and see where she might have gone to, but there's nothing. I'm sure I wasn't that far behind, though. So where did she disappear to? This is where the stairs end. Unless... would she really be out there? In this weather? I make for the staircase again and go up a short flight of stairs leading to the rooftop. The rain sounds more violent than ever outside. I can't possibly imagine someone willingly wanting to be out there, but I have to check, just to be sure. I fight against the raging winds and heave the door open.
Yep, raging, horrible storm.
Man, those windmills are really docile for it being such a raging fucking storm.
Yuzuki?
Okay, yep, told ya. There she is, standing by the fencing, gazing out over the town with a hand idly gripping the mesh, her boob window perfectly wet and sopping. but not so much that it is, in fact, indecent.
That's actually the entire next line anyway, so whatever.
She seems completely unbothered by it, though, as if she doesn't feel the rain on her slippery, wet, gigantic breasts at all. She seems completely unbothered by it. I've only been out here for a second, and I can already feel the urge to sneeze creeping up as the chilling rain makes short work of me. Yuzuki ignores me, her amber eyes vacant. At the very least, she doesn't seem hostile at the moment. Right now, I think the rain has a more likely chance of killing me than she does. I take a step towards her, my foot splashing into a sizable puddle.
What do you want?
She responds bluntly. I may as well be talking to a completely different person than the girl that went after my life. I think carefully before opening my mouth. While things are peaceful right now, it might take saying only one wrong thing to set her off, to trigger this crazy bitch. But I can't be too reserved. I want answers. After hesitating for a moment, my voice initially coming out in a croak, I finally confront her.
Why are you set on killing me? I don't understand any of this. What I mean is, why me?
She tenses up for a moment at the sound of my voice. I would too. I fear I might have said the wrong thing already, but she gradually relaxes again.
I mean, he did start off with, why are you trying to kill me?
I'm surprised you even noticed me at all today, Senpai. Tell me, Kenta, how long is it we've been in the same class together?
What?
Has she really been in the same class as me? I'm sure I would have pieced together things a lot sooner if that were the case. Yuzuki lets out a bitter laugh.
You didn't even realize, did you?
I'm not sure I
may as well be a ghost. Do you know what it feels like to be completely invisible? When no one will even so much as glance my way?
Her grip tightens on the fence, the wires sinking into her flesh. What is she talking about?
To never be picked as a partner for projects. To never be asked to sit with someone for lunch. To even be ignored by the teacher in class. They all might seem like pretty small things, but over the years they add up. And slowly, the hate begins to set in. People are selfish, rude, arrogant. And you're probably just thinking, why don't you make the effort to make friends yourself, you stupid bitch?
That's not her.
I guess that thought did come to mind. All I can do is stand and listen as she continues, ignoring the urge to shiver.
Do you think I haven't tried? I've tried so hard to fit in, to be social, talk with people. But after a certain point, the social circles are set and become impassable walls for those looking to join. My cheerful greetings were met with complete indifference. My attempts to talk with classmates were met with painful stares. And then it's back home to sit in a dark, lonely home before I have to force myself to come back to school. A place teeming with people, yet it's here I feel the most lonely. Was it too much to ask for a friend? Someone I could talk to, confide in, and have fun with? Just like they do in the TV shows. Is that really so much?
So, she's just lonely.
But why are you...
She cuts me off suddenly as she spins to meet me eye to eye. The vacant stare is gone, and in its place is one of hate, aimed directly at me.
But don't feel sorry for me. None of that matters anymore. Not after tomorrow. Everything will change.
Tomorrow?
As I ask her, a searing heat surges through my skull and forces a wince out of me. Yuzuki smiles at my pain.
Smirks.
Whatever.
You can feel it, can't you? She's so close to being free now. With every passing day, her power grows.
What are you talking about? Who's going to be free?
Oh, they haven't told you? Interesting. I wonder why they're so intent on keeping it a secret. Regardless, everything will make sense tomorrow. I'll finally get what I want, and she'll finally get what she wants.
Yuzuke drifts past me as I struggle to keep upright, the headache refusing to die down.
Goodbye for now. The next time we meet will be the last.
Wait, Yuzuki, what are you...
It's too late. She's gone. I'm left alone on the rooftop in the pouring rain. She's in your class, you moron. She's not gone.
Well, she could just straight up leave the school.
I wanted to try to get to the bottom of things. But if anything, I think I'm even more confused now.
Get you!
Okay, I should get back inside now.